Have you ever wondered what keeps the United States running like a well-oiled machine? It's not just its resources or ingenuity. Without the contribution of a select few nations, the American economy, innovation, and even daily life would grind to a halt. Stay tuned as we reveal the 10 countries the U.S. cannot survive without. The United States is often called the land of opportunity, but what fuels this powerhouse? Today, we're looking at 10 countries that are indispensable to America's survival. From trade to technology, these nations provide critical resources, innovation, and partnerships. Let's dive in and explore why these nations are irreplaceable. Number 10, Canada, the reliable neighbor. Canada is the closest and most dependable neighbor of the United States, sharing the longest undefended border in the world. This proximity has fostered a strong trade partnership, with daily goods worth over $1.7 billion crossing the border. Canada is America's largest supplier of crude oil, delivering almost half of its imports. Beyond oil, Canada provides lumber, wheat, and countless raw materials essential to American industries. The automotive industry benefits greatly, as Canadian factories produce key vehicle components. Additionally, Canadian natural gas powers millions of homes in the U.S., ensuring energy security. Hydroelectric power from Canada also supplements U.S. energy grids. The cultural exchange is equally significant, with shared traditions in sports, entertainment, and arts. Canada's stability as a nation ensures a constant and reliable trade flow. Tourism between the two nations also generates billions of dollars annually. Canadian innovation in fields like AI and healthcare benefits U.S. researchers and tech developers. The two countries collaborate closely on defense, with NORAD being a prime example. Environmental cooperation also thrives, with joint efforts to protect shared ecosystems like the Great Lakes. Canada's universities attract many American students, enhancing academic collaboration. This strong bond has ensured mutual prosperity for decades, making Canada indispensable to the U.S. Number 9, Mexico, America's manufacturing backbone. Mexico plays an integral role in supporting the United States, acting as a vital manufacturing partner and agricultural supplier. Border trade between the two nations amounts to hundreds of billions annually, with goods and services flowing seamlessly. The maquiladoras, Mexican factories producing goods for export, are critical for the U.S. automotive, electronics, and textile industries. Mexican avocados, tomatoes, and other agricultural products dominate American supermarket shelves. The labor force in Mexico complements the U.S. economy by producing affordable goods and reducing production costs. Remittances sent back to Mexico by immigrants in the U.S. further strengthen economic ties. Mexico also supplies essential raw materials like silver and copper, crucial for American industries. Collaborative cultural exchanges have enriched both nations, blending traditions in food, music, and art. Tourism between the two countries fosters economic growth and cultural understanding. Mexico's strategic location aids in global supply chain efficiency, especially for goods destined for the U.S. Its expanding technology sector is now providing IT services to American companies. Mexican oil exports are another cornerstone of their partnership. Additionally, Mexico plays a key role in managing migration and border security. The two countries are deeply intertwined in trade agreements like USMCA, ensuring stable economic relations. Mexico's contributions make it an indispensable partner to the United States. Number 8, China, the factory of the world. China stands as one of the most influential countries for the United States, providing a vast array of goods and services essential for daily life. As the largest source of U.S. imports, China's factories produce everything from electronics to clothing. Smartphones, laptops, and household appliances largely owe their production to Chinese manufacturing. Rare earth minerals from China are indispensable for advanced technologies like smartphones and electric vehicles. Beyond consumer goods, China is also a significant supplier of machinery and industrial equipment. Chinese tech giants collaborate with U.S. firms, pushing the boundaries of innovation. The two countries have a symbiotic relationship, with the U.S. being one of China's largest export markets. China's efficient logistics systems ensure timely delivery of goods across the Pacific. Agricultural products like soybeans are also traded heavily between the two nations. Educational exchanges bring thousands of Chinese students to American universities, fostering academic collaboration. Despite political tensions, economic interdependence remains strong. Chinese investors also hold substantial U.S. debt, stabilizing American financial markets. The Belt and Road Initiative indirectly impacts U.S. global trade routes, further emphasizing China's influence. E-commerce platforms like Alibaba have reshaped global trade, including U.S. businesses. Cultural exchanges through films, arts, and cuisine strengthen ties. The reliance on China makes it an irreplaceable partner for the United States. Number 7. Japan, the innovator. Japan is a technological and economic powerhouse that significantly supports the United States. Renowned for its precision and innovation, Japan provides the U.S. with advanced vehicles, electronics, and robotics. Companies like Toyota, Honda, and Sony dominate American markets, delivering high-quality products. Japanese semiconductors are vital for U.S. tech giants, powering everything from smartphones to space missions. Japan's financial investments in the U.S., including holdings in government bonds, stabilize American markets. Educational exchanges foster research collaborations, especially in fields like medicine and engineering. Japan's cultural influence through anime, video games, and fashion enriches American society. The two nations share a strong defense alliance, with U.S. military bases stationed in Japan. Collaborative efforts in space exploration, such as NASA and JAXA partnerships, push scientific boundaries. Renewable energy technologies developed in Japan aid America's green energy transition. Tourism between the two countries generates billions of dollars annually. Japanese cuisine, especially sushi, has become a staple in American dining. Shared values in democracy and free trade strengthen their political partnership. The automotive industry in particular depends on Japanese imports for efficiency and innovation. Cultural festivals and exchanges celebrate the deep connection between the two nations. Japan's contributions to the U.S. economy and society are irreplaceable, cementing its position as a key ally. Number 6. Germany, the industrial powerhouse. Germany's role as a global leader in engineering and manufacturing makes it a critical partner for the United States. Renowned for its automotive industry, companies like BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Volkswagen export millions of vehicles to the U.S. annually. Germany's advanced machinery and industrial equipment fuel key American industries. Renewable energy technology from Germany supports the U.S. in its transition to a greener economy. As the largest economy in Europe, Germany strengthens U.S.-European trade relations. Scientific collaborations between the two nations drive innovation in fields like medicine and engineering. German pharmaceutical companies, such as Bayer, provide critical healthcare solutions to the U.S. Cultural exchanges through music, art, and literature enrich American society. Germany's financial investments in U.S. markets, including substantial holdings in bonds, stabilize the economy. The two nations share a commitment to democracy, fostering a strong political alliance. Joint efforts in NATO ensure global security and peacekeeping. Germany's education system attracts American students and researchers, promoting academic ties. Shared history and values underpin the relationship between the two countries. Germany's expertise in green technology and environmental policy provides the U.S. with models for sustainability. Tourism between the nations boosts economic and cultural connections. Germany's consistent contributions solidify its indispensable role in America's global network. Number 5. Saudi Arabia, the energy lifeline. Saudi Arabia's vast reserves of oil make it a cornerstone of the U.S. energy sector. As one of the largest suppliers of crude oil to America, Saudi Arabia ensures the steady flow of energy essential for economic stability. The kingdom's role in OPEC helps stabilize global oil prices, benefiting American consumers. Beyond energy, Saudi Arabia is a key investor in U.S. infrastructure and technology projects. The two nations maintain a strategic defense alliance, with the U.S. providing advanced military equipment and training. Trade agreements in agriculture and construction strengthen economic ties. Saudi investments in U.S. real estate and stock markets further integrate their economies. The kingdom's Vision 2030 initiative opens opportunities for American businesses in entertainment, tech, and tourism. Cultural exchanges, though limited, are growing as Saudi Arabia embraces modernization. Joint efforts in counterterrorism strengthen global security and protect mutual interests. Educational programs bring Saudi students to American universities, fostering intellectual collaboration. The strategic location of Saudi Arabia ensures its importance in U.S. Middle Eastern policy. Collaborative efforts in renewable energy, particularly solar power, highlight mutual goals for sustainability. Saudi Arabia's support during global energy crises underscores its reliability. The deep interdependence between the two nations makes Saudi Arabia vital for America's economic and strategic interests. Number 4. India, the rising giant. India's rapidly growing economy and massive population make it a crucial partner for the United States. As the world's largest democracy, India shares political and cultural values with the U.S. The IT sector in India provides critical services to American companies, driving technological innovation and efficiency. Major U.S. corporations like Google and Microsoft have significant operations in India. Trade between the two nations exceeds $100 billion annually, encompassing goods like pharmaceuticals, textiles, and machinery. India is a major supplier of generic drugs, ensuring affordable healthcare for millions of Americans. Collaborative space programs like NASA SRO missions advance global scientific exploration. Indian students in the U.S. contribute to academic excellence and innovation. Cultural exchanges through Bollywood, cuisine, and festivals enrich American society. Defense cooperation between the two nations has grown significantly, with India purchasing advanced U.S. military equipment. India's role in global geopolitics aligns with U.S. interests in countering emerging threats. Renewable energy partnerships, particularly in solar power, support sustainability efforts. India's growing consumer market provides vast opportunities for American businesses. The shared fight against terrorism strengthens their strategic alliance. India's innovation in green technologies and AI benefits U.S. industries. The dynamic partnership between the two nations ensures India's indispensable role in America's future. Number 3. South Korea, the technology leader. South Korea's technological prowess makes it an indispensable partner for the United States. Home to tech giants like Samsung and LG, South Korea supplies advanced electronics and semiconductors critical for American industries. The two nations share strong trade relations, with South Korea being a major export market for U.S. goods like agricultural products and automobiles. Defense cooperation is a cornerstone of their alliance, with U.S. troops stationed in South Korea to ensure regional stability. Cultural exports like K-pop, Korean dramas, and cuisine have captured American hearts, strengthening soft power ties. South Korean universities collaborate with U.S. institutions on cutting-edge research in AI, biotechnology, and clean energy. The country's automotive sector, led by Hyundai and Kia, exports millions of vehicles to the U.S. annually. South Korea's leadership in renewable energy technologies supports America's transition to sustainability. Financial investments between the two nations boost mutual economic growth. South Korea's strategic location makes it a key partner in addressing regional challenges. Cybersecurity collaborations protect critical infrastructure in both countries. Tourism and education exchanges foster cultural understanding and economic benefits. Joint efforts in space exploration advance global scientific achievements. South Korea's consistent innovation and reliability make it an irreplaceable ally for the U.S. Number 2. United Kingdom, the historic ally. The United Kingdom remains one of America's closest allies, with a relationship rooted in shared history, values, and language. As a leading trade partner, the UK imports and exports goods worth hundreds of billions annually, including pharmaceuticals, machinery, and aerospace products. British cultural exports like music, film, and literature significantly influence American society. Financial ties are strong, with the UK being one of the largest investors in the US economy. The two nations collaborate extensively on defense, intelligence, and counterterrorism through partnerships like the Five Eyes Alliance. Joint military operations underscore their commitment to global security. Educational exchanges between top universities foster innovation and research. British innovation in medicine, technology, and green energy benefits the U.S. Tourism flows between the countries strengthen economic ties and cultural understanding. The UK's financial hub in London facilitates critical trade and investment for American businesses. Shared leadership in NATO ensures stability and peace in Europe and beyond. Collaborative efforts in science and space exploration drive progress in global initiatives. The special relationship between the US and the UK is a cornerstone of global diplomacy. Despite challenges, the deep-rooted partnership remains vital for mutual prosperity and security. Number 1. European Union, the economic giant. As we've seen, the US is far from self-sufficient. These nations are more than just trade partners, they're lifelines that ensure America's success on the global stage. So, the next time you charge your phone, drive your car, or enjoy a cup of coffee, remember the unseen contributions from around the world. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights.